Hey y'all, from websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform where you can build a beautiful online presence and run your business. There are no hidden fees or price hikes, and all websites are optimized for mobile, and it is so simple. You just pick out a design template and use drag and drop tools to customize it and make it all your own. So head to squarespace.com/read to start your free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use offer code READ to save 10% off your first purchase. Let them know we sent you, and let's move on.
Hey guys, this week's episode is also being brought to you by Universal Pictures' Candyman, which is finally coming out. Director Nia DaCosta and Oscar winner Jordan Peele are unleashing a fresh take on the terrifying cult classic that is Candyman. And the legend has it that if you say his name 5 times in the mirror, he appears in your reflection and then he kills you. You know, we already talked about this.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm like, if my Candyman is Yahya Abdul Mateen II, he can plunge that hook into me anytime he wants, girlfriend.
Wow. Delete it, Jesus.
So on August 27th, I dare you to say it in a mirror or otherwise. Candyman, 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 Candyman. You are my... In theaters, August 27th. Let's start the show. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Heidi in Closet.
And I am a Virgo. And this is The Read. Thank you for coming back.
Yes, it is. Thank you for joining us. Here we are in our things. And we're a taste late, so we're not going to waste so much time. We're going to jump right into Black Excellence this week and discuss some great folks doing great things. And of course, this week, I had to give it to Allison Felix. Allison Felix is now the most decorated track and field athlete ever of all time. She's won 11 Olympic medals. She just took home a gold in the 4x400 relay. She won a bronze in the 400 meter the day before that. And so now I think she has 7 gold medals.
Wow.
3 silver and a bronze. So she's the most decorated female Olympian ever in track and field.
Wow.
At just 35 years ripe of age. She's
God.
also a mom, and they've got clips of her and her. I think her daughter's 2 or 4. Her name's Cammie.
Adorable.
And so her daughter's like rooting her on and saying, "Run, mommy, run," and all that stuff. So you also get your heartfelt side story of love and family. So shout out to her and all of the Olympians doing their thing. So many people have been doing awesome stuff at the Olympics. Sifan Hassan won gold after falling during a race. She's doing a 1,500 meter run, apparently tripped over an opponent and still got her ass back up and managed to beat everyone.
Oh.
And then
sorry, I kicked you on the way down, sis.
Yeah.
My bad.
Sorry, your legs beat my ass and I still dragged you. Yeah.
I love that.
And also, Tamyra Mensah-Stock became the first Black American woman ever to win an Olympic gold medal in wrestling after she dragged women wrestlers from Japan to Nigeria to China and Ukraine. All the girls.
Beautiful.
So shout out to her and all of the amazing Black Olympians who showed their asses at the Tokyo Games this year.
Yes, the U.S. women's basketball team won gold.
I'm sorry. We're going to discuss
that. Okay. Well, once again, I am not trying to take your job away from you.
I mean, who can? Who can? No one.
So let me not, but
there isn't anyone. Anyway.
I just love that you brought up Allison Felix because I ran actually a 400 meter the other day.
Just for funsies?
I mean, no, I was at the gym, but
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, no one was paying me or offering an incentive other than better physical health. And
that's a lot.
I see here that she did it in 49 seconds. My nigga, it took me like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
It would have taken me around 5, and that's not including the stop at Wendy's in between the beginning and end.
I'm going to need a junior bacon cheeseburger to motivate me to get through the rest of this. But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, okay, so that's the difference between me and an Olympian.
Yeah, right. And an athlete.
Okay, good to know, because I'm never going to run that in less than a minute. Like,
I'm not going to do it.
Literally, probably never in less than 2 minutes, but... Yeah, shout out to all of the Olympians. It takes a lot to even get there, but especially those of you who place and win medals. Proud of you, Blacks.
Okay, so this week in Hot Tops, A Quiet Bottom Part 2.
My favorite.
More Black excellence in the form of Rihanna, who's now a billionaire. Officially a Forbes declared billionaire. She's apparently worth an estimated $1.7 billion. I believe now the richest woman in music and second richest female entertainer, only behind Oprah.
You already know who it is, child. The bitch who owns an orchard out in Hawaii.
Yeah.
It's her.
Yeah.
It's her.
Yeah, actually, she exports vegetables to Narnia and Terabithia, as well as Hogwarts. Yeah.
And you can't get them literally anywhere. So just keep dreaming.
When will you have fairies come and pick up lettuce and cabbage from your mansion and your orchard and come and get apples and oranges and take them back to the witches and wizards in Hogwarts? Nobody but Oprah catch up.
Not Oprah providing the school lunches at Hogwarts.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There can't be butterbeer without Oprah's butter.
You're right. The logic is there.
Well, obviously, Fenty Beauty has a lot to say in this conversation. Apparently, Fenty Beauty is worth or valued at around $2.8 billion. And seeing as how it's a 50-50 venture with Rihanna and her girls over at Moet Hennessy Louis Vuitton.
Right.
Half of that money goes right back over to her. And then she's got her panty company, her panties. She's got Panties by Fenty. Yeah. And then I think she also made music at some point. So there's that. So,
that's just a rumor.
Yeah. The rumor has it, once upon a time, Rihanna sang.
No, that's the Avon lady. And we are happy for her.
And may sing again. That's the prophecy.
I mean, perhaps, maybe one day. I've not heard her actually say that. I've heard y'all say that, but never heard her be like, yeah, single coming out in 2 weeks. So y'all might want to let that pipe dream go. It does feel a little weird to be celebrating somebody being a billionaire in the middle of like the world burning to hell. But I've always felt like, I just have a soft spot for Black people, and Rihanna is somebody that I have rooted for a while. So I'm glad to see the success and yeah, I don't know. That's a complicated feeling, but I'm very happy for her.
I mean, I get it. I think that when I look at Rihanna, I think of an island girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I see, although, she's Bayesian, I see, family. I actually have people from Barbados in my family too that were married in, but still. That's it's family. Still family.
Right.
And so I just think of this girl coming out of the islands and making a name for herself. And now she's a fucking billionaire. It's not like, Kris Jenner's kids that were born with millions and then were like, Mom, I need $5 million to start a makeup line. So
I'm not impressed by the Kardashians becoming ultra wealthy because they came from wealth in the first place.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who magazines and stuff will call self-made billionaires or whatever. It's like, were you self-made if you had like $10 million before you knew how to open your eyes?
Oprah is self-made. Rihanna is self-made. Like people who came from literal regular ass or worse backgrounds and managed to turn that into something. Like You know, you won at capitalism, and I am happy for you for that.
Good for you.
I am. You know, good job.
On the heels of that is one Frank Ocean, another nigga who said, "Suck my dick about music, buy things." He's apparently starting. Well, he started a luxury brand of his own. He's just launched a company called Homer, which is being described as an independent American luxury company. And at this moment, they look to be selling little jewelry, knickknacks, pendants, and scarves.
Okay.
It's very young gay with money.
Yeah.
Homer also kind of sounds like someone saying homo with an accent that I can't necessarily place. Homo.
Yeah. You know, I definitely heard it. As soon as you said Homer, I was like, Who decided that?
I remember reading the explanation. What's the name Homer represents carving history into stone, and he also has a record, a company called Home Records. So it's like an extension of the company he already has surrounding home and what's.
But Homer, like the Odyssey. Okay. All right. I was like, all right. Okay, this makes more sense now.
You have to get mama an appointment to go and see the doll at their showroom down in Bowery here in the city. Like, you can't even. Frank Ocean was like,
shop this.
Eat my ass. I'm not giving you any music until I feel like it. You're going to come and get the jewels, and you're literally going to have to come and get them. We're not on Fashion Nova or Boohoo or any of the other girls. Beat feet and come down to the establishment, to the brick and the mortar. That doesn't make sense. Listen, so I looked at the website, homer.com, like Simpson, and the little pieces are cute and stuff. Like not little bracelets, lots of pendants. Some of these pendants give me like a Murakami vibe, which I'm a big fan of because I love him. And the prices, I didn't really see anything underneath $400.
Okay.
And that was for like the most paltry of the girls. And then I saw a necklace with some pink VVS diamonds and shit in it that was literally like $500,000.
Oh my God.
Apparently there's a necklace here that's just under 1.9 million.
Oh,
so I don't know necessarily who the fuck Frank Ocean is talking to.
Right? Not me, bitch. Not me, bitch.
Right. On one end,
appointments available. I love that.
He's really been working on this for 3 years. He's been designing stuff in New York, going to Italy to hand make pieces.
Oh, wow.
The whole company is like dedicated to his family. You know, he lost his 18-year-old brother last year in a car crash. And so this is like a labor of love and stuff for him. And, you know, there's lots of girls who spend a couple $100s on a brunch look. You know, whether you boost in or actually have the check. So some of these little girls, some of these pieces, y'all could, you know, stick on a nice little moment if you feel like supporting the doll. I don't know about, so some of these are fully Migos, Uzi Vert, rap nigga pieces that I can only look at maybe from afar and watch them twinkle and glisten. Because I
nah, you got to have Planet money to buy some of that. And that's clearly outside of my budget.
Exactly. If Pink Diamond has not put you on an allowance, this isn't the brand for you.
I wonder if these silk scarves are like long enough to wrap your hair with.
I feel like that's the point. I really doubt that Frank Ocean has made a scarf that you can't wrap your hair with.
I really hope so. I want to go to bed. I want something I can put around my bonnet. So
absolutely.
You know, I think I actually might make an appointment since apparently you can't even buy this shit online. Like, go to the store or go
absolutely
without.
Not. Yes. Or fuck all the way off.
Or fuck you. Right. So I might actually make an appointment and go see what Frank Ocean got down there.
I'm into like Black people and luxury stuff and creating things that last the test of time and stuff that you can like pass down to your kids and grandkids, nieces and nephews and stuff like that. I don't plan on creating offspring, but you know, for the people in my life that I care about, I could be like, this is for you. And I remember when I foolishly spent $2,000.
Right. I spent $2,000 on this
baby doll
pendant.
And now it's yours. And I can only imagine this baby looking up at me like, okay. And then losing it literally
immediately. Right. Right after they put it in their mouth.
Yes.
Then never seeing it again. So.
And then it's dead.
And that's what you could have just threw that $2,000 away. But
yes.
Still, I'm going to go look. I am. I'm going to go look. And if they got some cute scarves that are not, $7 million, then I might get one. I really might. So good for him. That's
Absolutely.
fun.
Well, word on the street is that Beyoncé bake.
Period.
Beyoncé might just be bake.
Started my morning with that. I said, look at God beaming down on me.
I was listening. I had a forward to self-title to Lemonade Power Hour.
I love that.
Over the weekend.
I love that.
I don't even know what necessarily prompted it, but I just started listening to 4 and I went all the way through to Lemonade. And then I started Black is King.
Beautiful.
And it was when I am I've been good. And this is when I was like, okay, no, I need Beyonce. I've shut my ass up. You guys have not heard me, wailing and whining and bitching about it. But something was like, oh no, Beyonce. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk. And like the goddess and the mother and queen that she is, she said, here, something to soothe your aching gums.
Not your gums.
I don't know how I imagine myself teething.
Beautiful. On that grown Beyonce music.
So Beyonce is covering the September issue of Harper's Bazaar.
Shazam.
And showing off, I think, some new pieces in the Ivy Park Rodeo collection, which I'll let you bitches have your fun with these last couple of pieces, but you're going to have to suck my ass this time. Like, August 19th comes, and I will be sandy cheeks, okay? How day?
You already know
I'm not
this is
missing
my
the rodeo.
time to fucking shine.
Yeah.
Know, you already know. It literally needs no explanation. Everybody knows this is me. So
yeah,
it needs to happen.
Yeah. And that was another thing. That little artsy fartsy Parkwood promo that they did for this new Ivy Park collection. I'm just like, okay, I need songs, I need music, I need visual, I need nerve and dance, uniqueness, talent, charisma. I need all of that. And so Beyonce told Harper's Bazaar, she said, I've been in the studio for a year and a half. Sometimes, I imagine she's always in the studio. Right. I imagine she feeds her kids, goes to the gym probably, tells her vegan chef what she wants for dinner, and then the rest of her waking hours are spent in the studio.
Probably so. Or just dreaming up new ways to fuck us all up.
Yeah.
Just constantly working on that. I love this interview is great, first of all. And if you haven't read it, you should. But my favorite part is when she talks about how she's been taking care of herself. And she mentions that her kids are picking up on it. And one time she was looking for Blue, and Blue was in the tub with her spa music on and her fucking essential oils and her herb blends, just taking a break. And I just thought, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
First of all, it falls fully in line with who I believe Blue Ivy Carter to be.
We know the dog.
Which is the CEO of that household.
Absolutely.
And she's tired. The pandemic has taken a lot out of her. She spends her days teaching niggas science. She has
managing
to run
Roomy
around
and
after
Sir.
them children. Right. Beyonce done brought these kids into her house. She got to manage this bitch's studio schedule and make sure she's staying on top of shit. Keep Jay-Z out the beauty supply store, whatever else he heard. Blue has a lot of things to do. So of course, Mama had to say, okay, you know what? Calgon, take me away. and just let me go chill the fuck out somewhere. I cracked up. Just the simple visual of Blue being like, this family, I am tired.
Bisaye, if you're not here to pour like more hot water in this tub or light another candle for me,
what are you doing?
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. This is me time.
My time, sister.
If you could please go.
When you decide to go off in a room and lock the door and have your moment, do I come and knock on the door and ask you what you are doing?
Thanks. Don't you have babies to feed or make or something? I mean, since that's what you do.
See your way. See yourself out. I know you can find the way. There's the track lighting on the floor will guide you as you exit my private area because I need to decompress. It's a pandemic. Your children are stressing me out and I just need a fucking minute. Like I see it and I love it for her.
Don't come back.
So funny.
Well, what else? I didn't even finish the quote. I literally read the first sentence. Sometimes it takes a year for me to personally search the thousands of sounds to find just the right kick or snare. One chorus can have up to 200 stacked harmonies. Still, there's nothing like the amount of... Right.
We've heard it, bitch.
I'm not gagging. Garage out here. Still, there's nothing like the amount of love, passion, and healing that I feel in the recording studio. With all the isolation and injustice over the past year, I think we are all ready to escape, travel, love, and laugh again. I feel a renaissance emerging. Yes. And I want to be part of nurturing that escape in any way possible. Mm-hmm. Be our vacation queen.
I need it. Please do. You right. Desperately. I'm ready to live, laugh, love, travel, all that shit. All that shit you said. I'm ready to do all that. And even though it may not be possible right now, if your music will help me to lie to myself and think that it is, then bitch, inject it directly into my veins.
I don't know what she's on right now, but I just always expect, or lately at least I've expected, she's going to give me the round the way ratchetness that I'm looking for. Like she's going to give me like, okay, here's your ghetto ass bullshit that you want so much. But then she's also like, I have to challenge myself. Mm-hmm. And then she always makes some fucking like James Blake Bon Iver. Is it Bon Iver?
I think that is Bon Iver. I think so.
She always makes some fucking like other shit that I just don't really see coming. You know, some goddamn Coldplay, White Stripes, Fleetwood Mac ass. Yep. And I'm like, okay, I need that. I need that as well. Mm-hmm. So Beyoncé, honestly, you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the track, and I'll probably buy it. I was watching, I don't know why YouTube suggested this for me, but I appreciated it. It was Whitney Houston singing "I Will Always Love You" at like the World Music Awards. That probably like the year that song came out.
Oh, okay. Oh no, that'll take you down.
Oh yeah, I was on the ground. Yeah. But like I was just like, this woman could literally have just sang happy birthday. Mm-hmm. Or like the wheels on the bus go round and black ass round. Because what?
Right. It's gonna vault me into the stratosphere every fucking time. That voice.
And obviously, Whitney and Beyonce are different voices and artists and all of those things. That's just what I think what I'm saying is just give it to me. I don't care. Mm-hmm. Just release it. Yeah. I trust the vision. And I will literally clothesline you motherfuckers for a piece of this latest Ivy pork. You're not getting it.
Oh, Miss Tina posted on Instagram the other day that she wants Beyonce to do more. She wants more, I think she said country and gospel music from...
Of course she does.
Of course she does. Of course she does.
Miss Tina is a grown black woman from Texas.
Galveston, okay?
Yes.
She is country as shit, all right? So first of all, yes, I feel you. And then secondly, I'm hoping that that's like foreshadowing or a little bit of a hint about what this new album is gonna be, because I would not be mad at that at all. And if she went full yeehaw on this bitch and had all the remixed Daddy Lessons and all that kind of, I hope she does, because I remember when I first heard Daddy Lessons, it was like my soul could not comprehend that Beyonce was really giving me this. It was alignment. It was
awesome.
It was the little star emoji and the little plant emoji. It was all that shit. So
yeah, I feel like she'll do that regardless. I feel like that's
I'm really hoping
emphasis on her saying more country and gospel.
Yeah,
so, like,
because it was like Beyonce doing all these different genres, and Miss Tina was like, "I love this. I would also love
great.
More of this and this, like
these things."
And a Beyonce gospel album would slap. It would. So I'm not gonna front like it would not be incredible, but that country shit with this Ivy Park, it just, I'm just hoping because I feel really activated right now. Like I feel like it's coming, and my soul is ready to receive it.
Well, from gospel right back to R&B, One Puff, Diddy, Daddy, Love, Combs, Love, Toast Crunch.
What?
I don't know what his name is anymore. Sean Love Combs.
Love.
He's on the September cover of Vanity Fair, which I just saw in my local Dwayne Reed. And he apparently is starting a new label exclusively for R&B artists because that's the vibe that he is on these days. He said an all R&B label because, quote, I feel like R&B was abandoned and it's a part of our African American culture.
Abandoned by whom?
I don't know, labels maybe?
Oh, okay. So he was just saying something. I mean, there's plenty of people doing R&B, but all right, keep talking.
I mean, it's a common statement made because what's pushed to the forefront of quote unquote R&B, as we've said on the show, is a lot
Justin
of
Bieber?
the Ty Dolla $ign, Bieber, Trey Songz, Brown, where they're essentially saying like they rap to a melody.
I'm just like Ari Lennox and Victoria Monet.
I mean, yes. Certainly.
The girls are out here is all I'm saying.
You know, Snow Allegra is out here singing. SZA, I believe, and I mean, Ledisi. You've got Giveon.
Ledisi.
You listen, that's another voice. I could listen to Ledisi sing
anything.
The 4 for $4 menu.
Anything.
That woman's voice is stupid. Like, it doesn't make sense, her voice. So I totally agree.
When she sang on Pose, I was like, oh, rewind this whole scene.
She is incredible.
I need additional vocals. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess I get the popular sentiment, but I'm just like, if you just scratch underneath that niggified, Bieberfied surface, there is R&B out there.
He knows better. This is capitalism.
And who needs Diddy to start who is excited about signing with Diddy?
Honestly, when you're in the mud and you're just looking for a window, a door, a gate, and you feel like you're smarter than everybody, or I'm not going. It's not going to be me. Yeah, lots of people, because people want their shot. It's hard out here.
I mean, if you can get a decent deal, then great. But you're going to need your own independent attorney to review that contract. That's all I'm going to say about that.
A few of them. Well, he claims he's not signing any artists.
Well,
he said,
all right,
because if you know better, you do better. I'm doing 50-50 partnerships with pure transparency.
What?
That's the thing. We can own the genre. We don't own hip hop right now. We have a chance to, and I'm going to make sure that we own R&B.
50-50 part. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know, because I don't do this. I'm assuming that, like, rather than being like, I'm signing you as my artist, and basically you're going to be paying me by way of everything that you make for all that we're spending on you. This is like, it sounds like, we're all in this together. I got your masters and all of your shit, but I'm nice to you. I don't really know how this works.
Right. Like, is it 50-50 ownership of the masters too? We're splitting the profits and the losses equally? Like, I'm incurring the costs and we're doing everything just straight down the middle, me and you? That's very interesting.
I have no idea.
Because who has the money for that?
since making the band, I kind of just let Puff say what he says.
Yeah.
And then I just see what happens.
Okay.
You know, like,
All right. You're right.
Sometimes I think that he honestly gets up, and he seems like the type of person who probably gets up at like 5:15 a.m.
Mm-hmm, probably.
Every morning, and like has like probably cracks open eggs and just guzzles them down raw.
Egg white.
You know what I mean? Right. And then it's just like, how can I be a different nigga today? And like different in the sense of like, I'm gonna say some shit or bring some shit to the gram that is like individual. That is like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he always just gets up on some like motivation kick of like, I got this and we get into it. I'm Puffy.
Okay.
Harlem. I don't know. So
Harlem World.
I don't. And also, why not? What's the difference between that and Bad Boy? Is Bad Boy not a thing anymore?
Oh, I don't think so.
Why is he not?
Is anybody signed to Bad Boy?
I have.
But maybe this is just for R&B. But then that begs the question: why? Why would that?
Why? What would I don't.
So, like you said, I'm gonna just sit back and wait to see what Puff put on the wall next, because I don't understand this. But I think that's because it's not meant for me to get. So.
He also apparently has his own new album, R&B album, coming out.
No, the hell he don't.
September. And he's also revolving around some dating rumors that he and one young Carisha Miami III.
Yeah, get to the bag.
Might be a quiet couple. After they were seen looking very expensive and holding hands at Pierre Thomas, quality control CEO, at his birthday party in Atlanta last month. That was in June. And then recently there was like a quick post and delete of Carisha sitting in his lap drinking his tequila while he looked faded. It looked like it might have been at the strip club or something. I don't know what's going on with this. And I'm also like, I don't hate it. I feel like part of my spirit is really fascinated and entertained. And another part is like, what?
I mean, I want Carisha to run this nigga up. Like, and I'm sure she is, but
how can he keep up?
I don't. Right. That's the thing. And he probably loved that. He probably loved that he can't keep up. And she.
Yeah.
He like, whoa, that little young thing wearing me the hell out. I bet he does. But he's also
she's
like
a Miami girl, nigga. Like,
that's what I'm saying. She cannot possibly be spending any of her own money. Like,
Carisha not stupid.
Right. She's like, not. And if you listen to her music,
hello? Why would she ever?
So, I mean, he's also like a cool 25 years older than her. So I'm like, like, girl, what you got to tell yourself in order to do that with a straight face?
You're right, though. I've always felt like a lot of these niggas, they do gravitate towards the younger folks because they keep them light.
Mm-hmm.
They make them feel young. Like youthful and, you know, what's everybody talking about? Where's the latest blah, 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 blah. But you always like want to go and do something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she will encourage you to not go to bed at 7:45.
Exactly.
To actually reach the after hours after, you know, Liv shuts down.
Right. You going to bed at 7:45 a.m., nigga. After we done put the whole city to bed, nigga.
Another club, plane, jet, bus. So, like, I don't know what this is. No sleep. This definitely gives me Carisha's having a good time.
Yeah.
Not paying her bills.
Right.
Hasn't driven or been driven in her own vehicle in months. Hasn't paid for a single diamond or chicken wing. Right. And I'm into it.
I want that for her. You know, I do. I really want that for Carisha. So good for her.
Good for her. I agree as well. Everyone have a good time. And, you know.
He finna just go buy her them square toe Bottega shoes in every fucking color with the lace up, all the boots and shit. He finna go buy all that shit. And good for her.
She probably also makes him laugh.
Okay.
Like she probably like I
see
can imagine
telling jokes, but
she doesn't tell jokes. She's funny. Like I don't think that Carisha I think she knows now.
Yeah.
But she's just funny. She exists and you laugh just by virtue of okay, no,
you just
this
see
is
her,
sounding shady. This sounds shady. I don't mean it like that. There's just a way that she says things. Like, think about the way that she said, I don't like that.
Oh, yeah. That is funny.
And how that became a meme. She just has a way that she says things that makes people laugh.
Okay, that's
and sometimes I wonder if that's annoying. You ever, like, met someone or been a person who, like, every single thing that you say, somebody laughs at it, even when you're not joking. And you're like, okay, bitch, like, am I a court jester, bitch? Like, I'm hungry. Like, I actually want to just go get food.
Right. Like, I wasn't playing when I said my pinky toe hurt. It really do hurt.
Yeah.
So, but niggas just be cracking up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, they probably balance each other out. And I bet when they are around each other, they have a good time. So as long as she's spending his money, I'm very happy for her.
Well, I think just last week or before we talked about Aaliyah's music not being on streaming services.
Lying again.
And here we are. Wrong.
Again. It's what we do.
Apparently, Aaliyah's uncle, founder of Blackground Records, has set up a new deal with streaming services where he'll be releasing not only Aaliyah's Blackground albums, but pretty much everything over at Blackground Records.
Yep, everybody.
Including records from Timbaland, JoJo, Tony Braxton's Libra album is finally going to be able to go up. And so Barry Hankerson, Aaliyah's uncle, they have this odd rollout. Like, it's not just going up either. Like, they have a schedule like Netflix or something where they're gonna be releasing or uploading the albums to stream in chronological order over a
release
period of time. Yeah.
Okay.
So like 1 in a Million is set to drop August 20th. And then Timbaland Magoo's album and Timbaland's solo album August 27th. On September 3rd, they're going to release the soundtracks for Romeo Must Die and Exit Wounds. And so, like, that's the plan. Okay. You know what I mean? From, like, starting August 20th through to, like, end of September, they're going to be releasing a whole bunch of shit, including JoJo's first 2 albums, like I said, Tank's 3 of Tank's albums, including Force of Nature, Love and Pain. Blackground Records is now apparently referring to itself as Blackground Records 2.0.
Okay.
So Barry finally found a way, I guess, to crawl out of debt or something, and has decided to, say, here, girl, you can stream.
You can have it.
My late niece's music. Of course, this does not come without sketch.
Right. Because Barry Hankerson.
Right.
Raggedy.
Full stop.
Mm-hmm.
Aaliyah's estate, her family released a statement after this that, I mean, you can go to Aaliyah's Twitter or I think the Instagram page and read it. I'm not going to read the whole thing. But essentially, it all boils down to them saying, we care about protecting her legacy. We're not even going to get into how much bullshit this is. We don't know anything about this. We know about just as much as you do, if not less.
Right.
And no one has said anything to us. No one has talked to us about accounting for the estate. No one has been transparent with us about any of it. But you know what? We're not going to do too much before everybody start blaming us for every motherfucking thing. So have at it, girls. You win. Like, that's how.
Yeah, that statement was acerbic.
It was basically them being like, once again, this nigga is on some bullshit. We don't know what the fuck going on, and we're tired.
And JoJo said the same thing.
Literally, everybody.
Yep.
Like, everyone was just kind of like...
JoJo was like, if you stream that, I will not get paid. So please stream my re-recordings because, yeah, I don't get paid off that, but God bless everyone. So of course it's like some stank deal where he wins and the artist lose. Kind of like Puffy, which is why I'm really confused about this whole new label thing. But yeah, I guess y'all are excited. Like, I saw a lot of very wild and weird conversations about Aaliyah's music coming to streaming services, which lets me know that the pandemic is really fucking with you niggas' brains. Like, niggas was talking about y'all better not let Aaliyah flop. And
what?
I don't like. So first of all, you can't flop 20 years after your last album came out. Like, there's no such thing as flopping at this point. The music has been released. This isn't. I get that.
What does she have to lose?
There's nothing there. Like, what competition, girl? It's already come out. There is no flop. It's not possible to flop. It's already been out. It's just now available for you.
The music,
but it's not. So niggas are weird. But I don't know. I guess I just count myself amongst the blessed because I already have Aaliyah's catalog.
Girl,
I don't have to worry about paying R. Kelly accidentally.
Why don't you chime in?
I'm not doing
Why don't you chime right on in? Because that is me, and that is the camp that I'm subscribed to.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
I already got the Aaliyah music that I need. So God bless everyone else.
I don't know all the specifics to, what R. Kelly would make and what he would not. I do imagine that at this point, most of what he is making is going to legal fees.
Legal
and
bills,
maybe he can get like a 3.4 ounce bag of Funyuns. But either way, as you just stated, children, once upon a time, music was released on CDs. Even prior to that, on other things. But when I grew up, most of the time I got my music on CDs. CD stands for compact disc. It's full circle.
Oh, history.
And you'll put it in your computer. And then your computer would read it and be like, oh, it's music on here. And so iTunes at that time would be like, hey, girl, it's music on here. You want to put this on your computer and shit so you can listen to it later? And I'll be like, yes, because get this, girls. There wasn't a streaming thing.
No.
Like you couldn't just play the song.
No,
and listen to
it.
You had to buy it. You had to pay for it if you wanted to hear it. So we did, and then we would put it on there, and many of us still have that.
I still have the CD somewhere.
I still have them
somewhere.
I don't even need iTunes
still have them tracks. Right, I don't. It is on my device. And it is on my external hard drive. So
I have Aaliyah's music.
I do. I have
on my hard drive.
I own it. Like,
and I
legally,
on an iPod.
That's mine. Like,
yeah.
Like I purchased my copy of that, and so I'm not pressed about this streaming situation, especially not no dumbass arguments y'all are having about it. Like, that lady is gone. The idea that Stan Wars would erupt over who charted what after that lady has been dead for 20 years is deeply fucking weird.
It's so strange.
Y'all desperately need some sunshine and some time in the grass because the internet is ruining you. Imagine having that debate with somebody. Bitch, I'm literally not going to argue with you about that.
I refuse.
Y'all sound so fucking weird. Y'all sound so fucking weird. So
I'm not going to do it.
But for the youth who, didn't have an allowance or weren't born back when Aaliyah's music first came out, then, I guess I'm glad that you will finally get the chance to hear it.
Yeah, good for you.
Yay.
Yay.
We're proud.
What a time to be alive.
We're excited. Let us know what you like.
Unfortunately, this news also comes alongside news that Barry is working on a new Aaliyah album.
Oh, no. I rebuked that.
Featuring unreleased Aaliyah music.
Nope.
And as of now, it's being reported that it will have features from Drake, Future, Chris Brown, and Snoop Dogg.
Nope, and nope.
Barry, what the fuck is wrong with you, nigga?
Everything.
What is your problem?
Greed.
Not a single woman, nigga? What the fuck?
No, thank you. Drake and Future? Now, I get Drake is obsessed with her, but Future? Chris Brown?
The internet bullied Drake into not producing an Aaliyah album like 7-8 years ago.
And he deserved that. He deserved that.
And did. She didn't know you.
No regrets. Exactly. Remember that weird tattoo?
Remember, is it gone?
I hope so. I prayed that he went to somebody and got it lasered off, but maybe he didn't.
I mean, he's tattooed at this point a few of his faves.
Weird.
And no shade, I feel like Drake went ahead and got some Sade tattoos and other shit just to sort of make up for the weirdness of that Aaliyah one.
He probably did.
I really do. I feel like he started being like, who else can I tattoo on here? Because this really, like, the girls are clocking how strange this is. But either way, like, Drake, Future, Christopher Brown, bitch.
What?
Like, I want to think that Aaliyah would probably be working with, like, you know, Summer or her or like Khalid.
You know.
Or like, you know.
Janae Aiko, I could even see.
I would see. Yeah, you go.
There's a lot of different options.
A little Janae.
You picked the niggeriest of the niggas.
It's like, and the thing that annoys me among many things.
Yeah, because this is irritating.
Like, you know, he said it's a little distasteful. Barry Hankerson said it's a little distasteful that so many people have been angry with him because the music hasn't come out when they wanted it to. You know, it's distasteful, Barry. Rather than you considering what your niece would have wanted her music to sound like and who she would have wanted to work with, you're considering how much money you can make off of how classic and like amazing and iconic and legendary her voice and sound.
Right.
That's all that you're doing. You know what's distasteful? The fact that you introduced her to the grown, disgusting ass nigga that married and allegedly got her pregnant when she was underage and then continued to work with him after everyone found out about it. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
I said it before. I feel like these albums are just niggas being like, I need to get all the money I thought I was going to get when your ass was alive. Because why else have you been sitting on these tracks for so long? And are they even finished?
No!
Whose vocals are, you know what? It don't even matter because I'm never going to listen to that. Right. Would she have were they even ready for the public to hear? I'm not going to listen to that. I'm sorry. I simply won't. I will not.
And I think Timbaland is working on that album too, which is confusing as fuck. Wow. But a check is a check.
I mean, I guess so for some people. And there are plenty of people who will stream it. Probably the same niggas that went to Atlanta for Kanye's listening party / super spreader event.
Yes.
Y'all probably will, but I won't. I don't need it and I will not partake. So
there isn't a flavor on earth that's going to get me to give a fuck about that.
No.
I just want to put a bookmark in that in case anybody gave a fuck or had a curiosity.
In case you were
concerned. Ain't spicing nothing up to get me to care about that. And I genuinely hope everybody has a good time. I'm not even on some like, man, why isn't everybody feel the way that I like? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I truly don't. But if you expect me to join, I don't give a fuck. Everybody have a blast. Last but not least, I'm just gonna say, last thing I have on here is this Jessie J, Nicki Minaj bang bang thing.
I love this stupid shit. I love it. It's so dumb.
So, for whatever reason, Jessie J was speaking to Glamour about this song Bang Bang that came out in 1924. Like, this old ass song that nobody... But anyway, she was talking about the song and she tells them Max Martin wrote Bang Bang and Ariana, who's 1/3 of it, had been played it. I'd been played it and we both loved it. We just said, why don't we both do it? So Ariana stayed on the second verse. I recorded the first verse. And then Nicki was played it in the studio and was like, I've got to jump on this. We didn't go to her and ask. She wanted to do it. I'll never forget. I was in my bedroom in my flat in London and I got sent the version with Nicki on it. I just sat on the end of my bed holding my phone, staring at the floor going, how the fuck did I land this? I literally felt like I'd won a competition. So that made its rounds. The Barb sent this over to their queen and she replied on Twitter saying, babe at Jessie J, I didn't hear the song and asked to get on it. The label asked me to get on it and paid me. How would I have heard the song? Child, what am I, the damn song monitor? Snooping around for songs, child?
The damn song monitor is so funny.
That sent me. I'm sorry. Like, that sent me. This was so unnecessary, but I'm not going to act like I didn't laugh because I absolutely did. She said, child, what am I, the damn song monitor? Snooping around for songs, child?
I love it.
Oh, God. She said, this was said by another artist recently as well. Y'all gotta stop. Love you. I didn't even look into who the other artist is. One of the barbs can tell me if you give a shit. Or still listen to this podcast. So this actually brought more attention to whatever the fuck Jessie J was talking about than Jessie J's actual comment.
Yeah, because I definitely
who's
had not
reading
heard of
Glamour
it.
magazine, and who the fuck gives a damn about the song Bang Bang in the year 2021?
I was not thinking about it. I'm gonna be honest.
It was a wholly cash grabby, unnecessary pop song then, and it is now. And I don't understand why we're doing this. But anyway, Nicki wasn't for it, and she, in her own passive-aggressive way, responded.
What am I?
The barbs sank all of their stingers directly into Jessie J.
Lord.
And then on top of this, Ariana also co-wrote the song with Max Martin. She didn't hear it or get played the song either. So Jessie's entire story was incorrect.
Damn.
But apparently this was the story that she was given. Miscommunication.
Not surprised.
On the parts of, unnamed, unseen people who work in these camps, I guess. And so that is what led to the dragging. Jessie went on her Instagram and apologized while also posting like 10 different memes of herself regarding this Nicki Minaj drama, most from Ariana and Nicki Minaj stans. But she kind of like apologized while also saying it's not that deep and laughing about it and saying that she still feels like she won a competition. What a great way to celebrate the 7-year anniversary of a song. Let's all go to dinner, rah, rah, rah. This whole thing was so silly. Like, it was so...
But I enjoyed it.
Wholly unnecessary. And, like, a lot of people were giving Nicki grief for the way that she responded. Because they're like, well, obviously, Jessie was, like, not trying to be shady. And she was excited to blah, blah, blah.
That is obvious.
But... see, I feel like Nicki doesn't care for her. Or care about her. And she was like, I wasn't pressed to jump on nobody's goddamn song, much like every other feature I've ever been on. Someone came to me and said, here is a large sum of cash. Can you do that rap thing you do? And I agree. Yeah.
I feel for Jessie because one thing these labels and publicists and managers and other reps will do is lie to you. And so they probably did gas her
Big
right
time.
the fuck on up. They probably were like, oh, Ariana heard it. Ariana did a verse. And well, Nicki heard it and Nicki can't wait to jump on it. And the fact that she like really fell for it is kind of adorable. But you know what? Now you know. And I saw some clip where niggas had pulled it up where Nicki was talking about how she had first heard the song and niggas was acting like this clip refuted what Nicki said, or what like Nicki's defense of herself, but it really didn't. It was just her being.
I mean, she has to hear the song to do it.
Exactly. And like Nicki does so many features, and especially then Nicki was like absolutely everywhere, girl. So of course niggas was constantly sending her music. I just don't.
She didn't say she never heard it, dumbass.
Right. What she said
she
was, I didn't go looking for
fight
it.
to get on it. They paid her to do it.
But
that's her job.
Obviously, somebody presented it to Nicki. They like, we want a female rap voice on this. Gee, 7 years ago, who do we ask?
She recorded an a cappella rap verse and then just sold it.
Just said, if it fits a beat, you guys just take
Y'all
it.
Fucking dumb.
Obviously, somebody played it for her and she liked it and jumped on it. And so then they sent it to Jessie J, who had a meltdown in her apartment. And all that is fine.
As one would.
Right. Who wouldn't? It's just funny to me that like somebody was like, oh, babes, you're big time because
Yeah,
Nicki Minaj was
dying.
sniffing around and
yeah,
and heard this track and was like, "Pretty please."
She heard the song and she went, "Yes, yes, 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 yes."
Like, bitch, obviously not, girl. You need your friends to
that was a deep reference. I'm proud of that one.
Remember that time we did an interview and the person's reps told us that our podcast
Absolutely. I talk about this all of the time. All the time.
We were like,
and then the girls
has no idea who we are.
And then bitches really be like, oh, be feeling away when we like don't like jump through hoops or want to do interviews and stuff when they have stuff to promote. It's like, no shade. I'm still gonna buy it. I still support and stuff like that. But y'all really be like, it's fine.
But imagine me really believing that and then going around and telling people,
listen, I damn sure did.
Loves my podcast.
I damn sure didn't. You can't do you. There ain't a single walking bitch that you gonna hear. I told them. Let me tell you, the dolls, because I knew that shit wasn't true. I was like, yeah, no, I was just like,
okay, wow, that's so cool.
I'm willing to do it.
Like, I'm here to do the interview and I'm happy about it, but you don't have to gas me up, sweetie.
You don't
like,
have to
I'm here in hair and makeup right now. You don't have to lie to me.
Absolutely thought of that exact same thing when I read about this story. Because they'll do it.
They will. They will fucking
Between
lie
your publicist and your like manager or labels and stuff, they will absolutely come to you.
They sure will.
And be like, oh my goodness, let me tell you about how Nicki Minaj, we didn't even have to say the
Unsolicited lying. Unsolicited.
We just said Jessie and Nicki cried. She broke down in tears at the mere thought of being able to work with your talent in person.
Yes, babe. So exciting in it. And I'm sure she just was like, wow, I'm big time now. So, I mean, but now you know, Jessie. And now you know. These hoes be lying, girl.
They do. They will lie to
They be lying. And if you had just, stepped outside your excitement for half a second, that probably would have clicked back then, but it's all right. Because also, like Jessie said, this is not that deep.
It really isn't.
It is not. We have real problems in this world. And she was clearly being very like reverential and still super hyped that Nicki agreed to do it. So, yeah.
We're talking about when you believe.
This is what stands do. Stands make a mountain out of nothing. This is what y'all do.
This isn't same script, different cast. Like, we'll live.
Let's talk about a fucking record, okay?
Yeah. We're okay.
Right. We're fine.
All right. Well, that wraps up this week's pop culture segment, Hot Tops. And so we're going to take a break and come back to do letters and things. But prior to that, of course, we have to do Kick Your Wrist for Shorts. Yeah! That's right. It's Kick Your Wrist Sports Shorts. The short moment where we talk about sports. With me, Kick Your... And this week, we're here to talk about Team USA, specifically the United States women's basketball team, and how they conquered the girls over at Tokyo, winning over Japan 90-75. That's right, we're talking about women in sports this week. Trade, this isn't about you. It never was. Like, you don't listen.
It
At
never
best,
will be.
You stomach this portion of the program while your girlfriend or wife is listening to it in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
And
at best.
Thank you. Thank you for not divorcing.
Oh my God.
So, 90-75 girls, Team USA for the win. 7th consecutive gold medal for women's basketball at the Olympics. And they fucking earned it. One Brittany Griner raising somebody else's kids isn't holding her back for her talent. Because, honey, she had a fresh 30 points at this game over Japan. She was 14 of 18 from the field, bitch. Rebounded 2 of her misses, but then quickly sank them. Thank you. Okay, so don't even get it twisted, because the doll was present and accounted for, along with Asia Wilson, who had 19 points, 18 of 13 field goal, 7 assists. Brianna Stewart was also present with 14 points. What a trio! What a triad of powerful, towering female talent. 14 rebounds and 5 assists for Breon Stewart.
Man.
Japan, they did their thing. But they were simply outclassed by the might and the wit and the skill of the women's basketball sports conglomerate out of the United States of America.
Okay.
And Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi, first basketball players ever to win 5 gold medals at the Olympics. Ever. See you in Paris, says Diana. 2024, the next Olympics are in Paris and Gay Paris. On French Duolingo now.
Oh, okay. And they taught you how to say Paris. Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, I'm happy.
And yeah, girl, 5 medals and height and talent for sports.
Ooh. Okay.
And that is it. A real short one this week. Women's basketball.
Oh man, I love that Taurasi thinks she's gonna be playing again in the next. I mean, she'll be 43 years old. What do you think about a woman at that age still competing? And do you think she'll make the team?
Let me tell you something. If there's one thing about women, it's you don't count them out.
Okay, yeah.
Built for the long haul and grit and birth and strength.
Okay.
And athleticism. And let me tell you something else. Okay? Tom Brady has been playing football he plays football. He played football.
Where is this going?
Tom Brady played football until he was 77 years old. Tom Brady is now 93 years of age.
Oh, wow.
And legend has it, he still plays catch with his children and dogs.
Okay.
And so I would say don't count out Diana Taurasi, Tiramisu, because she can do whatever her mind.
Yes. Wasn't it so cute to see Megan Rapinoe cheering for her boo and being all hype?
I love lesbians.
You do. That's a fact. That's not even a joke.
No, it really is. They're my favorite person. Like, type of person, lesbian.
Yeah.
So, I'm all for it. I love it. Can't help but wonder what it might be like in the head of one Brittany Griner. And we don't have to relive.
Well, I mean, it's so funny because Brittany is not actually raising that girl's children. She's just paying child support.
Same.
And she's remarried now anyway, I'm pretty sure.
I figured. She's a lesbian.
So, I mean, right. And she's Brittany Griner. She wasn't going to stay single for long.
Hello.
But, please, everybody trying to climb that Brittany tree, please be serious.
Come on.
But, damn, what was I talking about? I forgot it just that fast.
You were talking about the fact that
Dykes. Something about
lesbian and Megan.
Megan Rapinoe's fiance.
Yeah.
Whose name
is one of power, strength,
oh my God,
victory, and talent. And honestly, if you don't know it, I don't even know what you're doing here.
I mean,
so that's it for Kid Fury's sports shorts this week. You guys are welcome as usual. And
learned so much.
Yeah, of course. That's why we're here, girls. All right, we'll take a break and come back. I just realized my mic was pointed in a weird direction, so
okay, as long
I'm
as
sure you could hear it. But whatever. All right. Hey guys, as you prep for back to school season, slide securing life insurance onto your to-do list because between buying a protractor and some number 2 pencils, making sure that your life is insured is definitely a high priority, or it should be. Policy Genius makes it easy to compare quotes from over a dozen top insurers all in one place. You could save 50% or more on life insurance by comparing quotes with Policy Genius. And you could save $1,300 or more a year on life insurance by using Policy Genius to compare policies. Just head to policygenius.com, and in minutes you can work out how much life insurance coverage you need and compare personalized quotes to find your best price. When you're ready to apply, the Policy Genius team will handle the paperwork and the scheduling, all for free. Plus, they don't add on any extra fees. Eligible applicants can get covered in as little as a week thanks to an award-winning policy option that swaps the standard medical exam requirement for a simple phone call. And it's no wonder that Policy Genius has earned thousands of 5-star reviews across Trustpilot and Google and the places. So head to policygenius.com to get started right now. Policy Genius, when it comes to insurance, it's nice to get it right. Let's get back to the show. Okay, folks, it's time to get back to it with your listener letters.
Yes, it is. Send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com. We may read them aloud on the show. We have a very quick question this week to start things off from Michelle, who said, hope you're both doing well. I know live shows aren't a thing right now and maybe never will be again, crying emoji. But I'm curious if you guys had writers for your live shows, and if so, what's on them? If you don't, what crazy things would you ask for the next time you have a live show? Thanks, and I love you, Michelle. Do you remember this?
No.
You don't remember asking for random bullshit in the dressing room for live shows?
I mean, I feel like the only thing that I remember specifically asking for or asking to be in the dressing room is Hennessy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't think that I'm ever particular about what's waiting for me besides liquor. And a lot of the times we didn't even drink it. A lot of times it would just be bottles of Hennessy back there.
If we just didn't. And people kept bringing stuff, even though we kept telling y'all to not. Y'all kept doing that, which was so nice. But yeah, I just remember first asking for Hennessy and then for Casamigos.
Yeah, we did. That was you. You liked the Casamigos.
Casamigos really had a hold on me and still does, honestly.
And now it has a hold on the whole community.
Niggas can't leave it alone. Niggas cannot leave it alone. I understand. Yeah. But yeah, basically that and I don't know, just random small things. Make sure I have a chopped Caesar salad or something. Something just random and small, but really, we didn't have it wasn't like a Mariah Carey, make sure I have pink glitter toilet paper and nothing but orange Skittles. No, we're not that high maintenance for rioters that must be fulfilled or else we're not going on stage. It was never like that. So
at first when you read this, I was I thought they meant writer WRI.
T-E-R?
Writing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
I was bitch, we lucky if we know what the fuck we gonna talk about by something on stage. Much less have something written.
Yeah, no.
But
this show is never scripted.
Ever.
Ever.
But yeah, I feel like it would be liquor. But then there was also I think Alex just knowing certain stuff we liked would just have it there.
Yeah.
I would
Cheetos.
talk about, right. We would talk about chips we liked or our favorite type of water, bottled water or something. And so sometimes we would show up and it would be the purple bag of Doritos or Haribo gummy bears, Essentia, something like that would be in there just because.
You get me.
Yeah.
Because this is what I need.
But requests, no, I don't think there was anything ever besides Hennessy. And then, you saying the salad thing reminded me that sometimes we would have to go to the venue or whatever, and I haven't eaten, you haven't eaten.
Right. So just
and it would be
something,
please,
girl.
Food.
Please
food.
Because it will be hours before we rest.
I will tell each one of these people during the Q&A to fuck themselves and their mom if I don't get a chicken wing before we start.
Somebody, I still think about that angel who brought us that trough of chicken from Publix at our Miami show several years ago. What an angel you are. I hope that person is having a good ass day wherever they are right now. Yeah. But if we ever have live shows again, trust that my list is going to be Lysol, Clorox, Fabuloso, air purifiers.
I mean, that might be the venue's list if we book in the right places. Honestly, that should just be. They should have hand sanitizing stations.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether or not we ask. But yes, I definitely think now it's going to be like,
if it's ever safe to do that again, I'm going to have going to need an air purifier in my dressing room and going to need an amphitheater because I just can't imagine being in I get nervous. Like, part of me thinks, it would be fun to, be in front of the audience again. And because it's just something special about doing live shows. And then part of me is like, oh, girl, but
it's also a comedy show. So if we're doing our jobs well, people are going to be opening their mouths.
Yeah. And the droplets will be everywhere. It's an airborne girl. So kind of nervous about it. But, we'll see, sister. Thank you for the question. Right. Our next letter comes from Francie, who says, hey, y'all, I've been listening to you since I was in the 7th grade, and I just graduated from high school.
Excuse the fuck out of me. Don't you ever disrespect me like that again.
I wanted to go to an HBCU real bad, but then I got a full scholarship to a PWI near my home. I haven't gotten any other offers anywhere near that big, so I could not turn it down. The area I live in isn't all white, but the school pretty much is. As I scrolled through the Facebook group that they made for incoming freshmen, I got increasingly nervous because I can count on one hand the number of Black people that I saw. My question is, how can I deal with the racism that I will likely face on campus and try to make friends? If you all have ever been in all white spaces, what was your experience like and how did you deal with it? Thanks, Francie.
I mean, Francie, yikes.
Have you ever been around mostly Caucasians?
I mean, my mama tried.
She tried.
She really tried it with me with like prep schools and private schools and stuff like that, Christian academies and shit like that when I was a kid. And by the time I got to maybe like 7th grade, she was like, this baby wants to be around niggas. And I don't really know that there's anything.
Go off. I can't keep him
like not like a more matter. It wasn't that matter of fact. But it was like I even remember her trying to like send me to certain schools that were like predominantly white and stuffy. And maybe like, I don't know. I don't want to do that. Like I want to go to school with kids that are like in this neighborhood and look like me and all, like I don't want to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And thankfully my parents also had 2 boys right behind me that were like, I don't care. So they went to much nicer schools and shit like that and actually made things of themselves and like, finished their education. But yeah, I knew, I think pretty early on I couldn't do it and that like too many white people make me nervous or whatever the line is from Get Out. And so
that's real.
I don't know. Like I feel like the default situation in circumstances like that is to kind of like look out for refuge, for a safe space.
Mm-hmm.
And that may be in a few other Black classmates or non-white classmates you meet, or prayerfully some organizations. Because many times schools like that will have, whether it's like an official group that is like recognized and funded by the school, or some off-campus shit that is just like, hey, me and the other 3 niggas that go to this school decided to create a collective so that we don't blow our heads off.
Yep.
I would start doing the research now for those types of things. So maybe you like find a place to land.
Mm-hmm.
And also try not to maybe rely on campus life. So, find your den. Whatever the den is.
I love
find
this.
Find your place away from school that can also be, refuge. Because, you're in for it.
Right.
God bless you, baby.
I know school starts in like 3 weeks, so it's probably too late for scholarships and all that. But if you can get something that's close to a full ride at an HBCU and pay like $500 out of pocket or something, if that's not crazy, then I would probably do that, just to be real with you, as somebody who went to a PWI. if I could find a way to swing it at an HBCU, I probably would do that. But this is a full scholarship. You know, like I said, school starts in 3 minutes. So it's not, I'm sure that that's like probably not that feasible. But like you Fury said, find the niggas. Even if you can count them all on one hand, then girl, let it be the 5 finger bandits. And it's just
I'm saying.
And you niggas just stick together. Like find the people of color. And if your school is anything like the schools that I went to, then all the niggas hang out in one spot anyway. We got one section in the fucking union where niggas is just being loud and black and ghetto. We used to all be in the computer lab starting at like 9 p.m. This is back when niggas still used computer labs. But we turned it into the club computer lab. Everybody was just in the computer lab on MySpace, on Black Planet, editing their page and hollering at each other while using the computers. Like, we just, even though it was a majority white campus, we found each other because we needed each other. We was not going to make it without each other. So if your school has a Black Student Association, I highly suggest finding them niggas. And yeah, as far as making friends, I would try it with the colored people first.
Yes.
Not saying you can't have white friends, because I did meet cool white people on campus, but that was not it wasn't my goal. It wasn't my aim. It wasn't what I was looking for necessarily. So if you happen to find white allies along the way, great. But I would just, I would focus on finding the Blacks.
The unfortunate thing about, I feel like being of that age in high school, college and stuff now, and being surrounded by mostly white students, is like, it's not just like the, fucking hick mouth racist white kids that you have to be worried about. You also gotta have to be worried about like these fucking pseudo progressive liberal.
Oh no, they the worst ones.
That like
the ones who think they extra woke. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's like, no, bitch, you can also shut the fuck up and get away from me. Like,
right. And you should.
And you should.
And you should. Argue with me about what Black people need and what is racism.
Harambe.
Not Harambe.
I always think of that episode of the Boondocks. Was it the Christmas episode? Where the white teacher just started screaming,
yes,
Harambe. He screamed Harambe like 7 straight times.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So and those are worse, honestly. They're more annoying than the ones who are just outright racist, because it takes longer to figure out that they're racist and they are not fully aware of it themselves. And if you call them out on it, they might get real defensive and be like, well, I'm just an ally. I'm just trying to help. And
they're less likely to stay the fuck away from you too.
Yeah, there is that. So, but I think find the BSA, find where the niggas hang out on campus. Probably the upperclassmen will be like, hello, young niggas, come sit over here so we can shield y'all and tell you about the bullshit that goes down on this campus. So do that, and good luck to you. I hope you enjoy college. This is a crazy time to be going off to school, but I really hope that you and everybody else is fully vaccinated and enjoys your semester. Let us, because I don't know what else to tell you. Young people, y'all are going to have a good time. So I just hope y'all are being safe about it. So, but good luck to you, Francie. Let us know how your semester goes. Our last letter comes from Nina, who says, I'm a 25-year-old Black woman who sincerely feels like I don't know what to do with my life. I moved to Atlanta last year in pursuit of an entertainment career, but I feel so stuck. I know that I just have to be patient and give myself grace, but I feel like I'm failing at everything I do out here. I have very severe anxiety and ADHD, and I'm currently in therapy trying my best to do better and be better, but it's been hard for me to pull myself out of depression. My questions are, what was it like for both of you when you were 25? Did you stress out as much as I am right now? What was it like for y'all when you first moved out of state? How did you guys get started in your careers in entertainment? And based off what you know now...
What's your blood type? What's your favorite...
What's your social security number? What's your mama's maiden name? And based off what you know now, What advice do you have for a new entertainer who is just starting out? Thank you both. Hope you stay safe, happy, and healthy. Love, Nina.
I feel like a doctor's like front desk person just handed me papers to fill out.
What was it like for you at age 25?
Okay, I know two of these I can answer together because at age 25 is when I moved out of state. So
holy shit.
I moved away from Miami and into New York when I think I turned 25 like 2 years later.
Wow. Damn.
So that's insane. I'm 33.
Here we go.
So, what was it like? I didn't know shit either. I had been doing YouTube and whatever and just talking shit, but I had no plans. I had, I think, $500, $600. I had a little Google AdSense money. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was everything I owned. And my Golden Girls DVDs. And I came up here and I was like, I don't know. That was it. I just planned on, renting a room and trying to use my charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent to get work. Which is why you're listening to this. Because this podcast was created on the edge of desperation.
Did we have anything else to do at that point?
No, not desperation, but no, we truly didn't. Like you were fully employed.
I was working.
This was a favor, I would say. Like you were kind of like, oh, I guess. Like I convinced you to move here, and Lord knows you ain't doing shit else. So
I mean,
like,
you just
we had talk shit anyway.
I didn't think this would be a thing that made money. I never thought when you asked me that this would be a thing we made money doing. I just thought
I didn't either.
Like a fun thing for us to do together. I had no idea it was going to turn into all this. I might have said no, but
I didn't think that you can make money from it either. I just felt like, okay, well, maybe this will be another platform for me to present myself to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And hopefully that will domino into other things, which it did. But yeah, I didn't know anything. I didn't have a plan. I was not organized. It was a leap of faith. And I don't regret it. And I also think I leaned very heavily on the fact that I could go home. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, worst case scenario,
you could go home.
I could just go home. And so it wasn't like this or death. And I think that kind of helped me to not only make the transition, but stick it out when it got really difficult. But I would say don't fall for the okie doke. 25, at least in my experience, was when I began to start forming. No, not even. I would say probably around 27, 28 is when I was like, oh, I have to be like an adult. Like I'm grown, but like you know what I mean? Like,
yes, I do.
But, this like adult responsibility, walking in your life on your own, having control of things. That's a different beast. I have to start like figuring out, not even planting the seeds.
Yeah.
Getting the damn seeds, figuring out where to plant them, and and I'm still in the process of that. But I feel better about being 33 and acknowledging that I don't know shit and trying my best to know shit versus like a lot of the 50, 60, 70, 80-year-old, mostly white people that don't know shit, know far less than I do, far less than you do, Crystal, and far less than you do, writer, I forgot your name. Nina, far less than you do. And they can tell us, they get to tell us what we can do with our bodies, what we can do with our bodies, when and how we die. So give yourself a break. It's all good. You'll be fine.
Right. I think When I was 25, I was such a fucking wreck that I barely even remember being 25. It was
There's that.
Really bad.
Yeah.
My 20s, especially the mid 20s, like I would say 23 to 28, girl, don't even talk to me. Don't even talk to me.
Get away from me.
Go away from me with this Apollo. It was so awful. Like so when you ask if I stressed out as much as you are, I was more stressed. I was so stressed that I like burst a blood vessel in my eyeball and had to go to the fucking ER, and my blood pressure was like 210 over 160. And they were like, bitch, how are you even conscious right now? Like,
yeah. How did you get here?
Yeah. Like you drove? Bitch, how? So definitely there was no job worth all that stress. And I know you're in Atlanta, you know, probably trying to get discovered by Tyler Perry and make a name for yourself. And I would just say, you know, the entertainment industry is not for everybody. Truly is not. Really isn't. And when I first moved to New York, it absolutely beat my ass. Like, you moved to Atlanta from some smaller town in some smaller state, and so Atlanta is like a big culture shock for you. That is exactly what New York was for me. New York beat my ass. When I say this city chewed me up and spit me back out, bitch, like 10 times. That happened.
And we thought
over and over.
Shit was sweet because we visited.
Right. Came here once and was like, oh, fun. New York.
And
Empire State Building. Right.
Oh my God, this is, I can't wait.
Blockheads and bulldogs and Mother Burger, bitch. This is fun. Bitch, no, it's not.
Half of them places are dead now.
Right.
They didn't even survive.
They did not even make it. But when I tell you this city, like, really, really beat my ass. I had the lowest moments of my life here, but I've also had the highest moments of my life here. And that is New York. In a nutshell, I'm very glad I did not break down and leave, because a lot of good things were around the corner for me, but I had to work for it really fucking hard, really long fucking hours. And it was rough. So, but as far as like getting started with a career in entertainment, we were in line because I got tickets to The Daily Show through my job at MTV. And I was like, nigga, you want to go see The Daily Show? So we did. And he asked me about this podcast. And I was like, yeah, I mean, okay, Jon Stewart finna start. So, and that was, you know,
show.
It was. But the rest is history. That was really how it went for me. I never looked for a career in entertainment. And yeah, I think I just have always had this, if push come to shove, I can go back to my mama's house. I mean, and I can get a real job. Like, I'm just very willing to line up plan B, C, D, E. Like, I'll go through the whole alphabet.
Yes.
I have tons of backup plans for myself. Things I will do in case this shit doesn't pan out. So maybe give yourself a time frame, a few years, to book some commercials or a Magic City Instagram ad or something like that. I don't really know. Something for Coca-Cola or the aquarium. The Falcons maybe need some cheerleaders or something. Give yourself a little time to...
You just ran the gamut.
I'm just thinking everything in Atlanta you can go work at the Hooters on Peachtree.
That's entertaining in Atlanta.
I'm just saying, like, give yourself some time to maybe book a couple projects and see if it feels right, but don't be afraid to leave either. Don't be like, it's trash and I have to be miserable. Like, bitch, if you are really miserable forever and ever, then consider cutting your losses and going somewhere else, because Atlanta might not be the spot for you.
I think that Crystal said it when she said entertainment industry is not for everyone, because it isn't. You can be an excellent entertainer and just not be for the entertainment industry, or the entertainment industry might not be for you.
Right.
And sometimes it takes some experience in that to learn it. And I think the more that you kind of, again, take those leaps of faith and allow yourself to learn, you might find like your groove. You know, like I said, I came here and I was like, I ain't got shit. I don't know shit. Bring it. and so I feel like it was a little bit easier. Like, I kind of knew like a couple of things I wanted to try. But I didn't come dead set like, I'm going to be the new host of The Daily Show or I'm going to have blah, blah, blah. I just knew I wanted to tell jokes and shit.
Right.
And so I think that sometimes you might do yourself a disservice. There's nothing wrong with having a goal and working towards it. So do that if it's your thing. But also I think it is beneficial to just try things out, learn things, experience stuff, because you might find something that is like a crazy passion for you that just fits you, your lifestyle, your mentality, spirituality, etc. That you hadn't considered.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, especially in Atlanta, just go and focus on having a good time and doing things that you enjoy, that bring you joy and like motivation, inspiration. And also, like Crystal said, don't be afraid of like the really hard times, because they'll hopefully and likely be really good ones in there. New York was the same thing for me. I've had some of the hardest times ever in my life.
Woo, Lord
while
God.
Also having some of the most unbelievable, amazing, one-of-a-kind experiences here as well. And I think that's also your 20s. It's kind of the same thing where you have so many awful firsts, so many trash-ass experiences.
So many.
But then there's like a lot of fun in there too. Being, a Carisha who can go to bed at 7:45 a.m. because you just have that energy. So just
you can just do that and wake up at 2 like nothing happened.
Right. So there's good and bad. Just try.
Yes.
Best, yeah.
Just try, and don't be afraid to be like, I've tried enough and it's time to try something else.
And it's time to try something else.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Don't look at it as a failure. Look at it as an opportunity to learn something new and experience something unique in life.
Yes.
It's a story.
Because you might just be like, this entire time I thought that I wanted to be an actor, and I've learned now that like cinematography is my thing, or I actually really prefer writing or working grip or something like that. Like, bitch.
Right. You never know.
Yeah. Or just like I own a haberdashery now. I don't fucking know.
But like I would have never gone back to school. Like I would have never gone back to school if we didn't do this podcast, because I would have never gone to therapy if we didn't do this podcast. So, you just never know what you might discover. And I'm not even saying that I'm leaving this show because this is my job and therapy is not. But you just never know what you will discover or realize that you are passionate about until you have different experiences. You might get a job at the aquarium and want to be a fucking zoologist. Yeah. Or a vet or some shit. You never know. So
yeah, they go hire you for a fucking aquarium commercial,
and you're gonna be like, "Wow, manatees!"
You're pretending to work there. Yeah,
yeah.
And then you're gonna pet a manatee and be like, "These amazing creatures." The next thing you know,
you mean it.
Yeah, you're out in the middle of fucking sea somewhere or a lake saving animals.
Yeah, you could be a marine biologist. Whatever those people do, it probably is something with manatees. So.
Go where the heart leads and not just the brain.
Yes. And best of luck to you, young Nina, on your journey. All right. That's going to wrap up the questions for this week. Again, send yours to asktheread@gmail.com. We're going to take another quick break and be right back. Hey, y'all. According to Forbes, gyms, nail salons, hotels, mom and pop shops, and more, everybody is set to go on an epic hiring spree in the coming months to meet all the demand for all these different services. I personally am kind of excited about maybe going back to the movies, but listen, your girl misses the spa real damn bad. I miss concerts. I miss live shows, like I said earlier, including our own. And all these different businesses reopening means that millions of jobs will be filled. And where do these businesses turn to fill these roles? That's right, girl, ZipRecruiter. You can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/theread right now. When you post a job on ZipRecruiter, they send your job to over 100 top job sites, giving you access to their network of millions of job seekers. Their matching technology scans resumes to find qualified candidates for your open roles and proactively presents them to you. You can easily review recommended candidates and invite your top choices to apply for your job, which encourages them to apply faster. And right now you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/theread. That's ZipRecruiter.com/THEREAD. ZipRecruiter.com/theread. That's right, girls. ZipRecruiter is the smartest, fastest way to hire. So go find a qualified, excellent employee today. And let's wrap up the show.
Okay, we're back, and it is now time for the read. Rissel, take it away.
So I just have two very quick things to say, and then I will be getting on out of here. First of all, to the family of Ashli Babbitt. Wow. I don't know what kind of pickled dicks y'all are smoking and sniffing over there. But if you don't remember, Ashli Babbitt is the name of the dumb white bitch who died in the January 6th insurrection at the Capitol. She was the dumb bitch who tried to climb through the window.
And they shot her.
Shot her, yes. I should be ashamed of how often I watch that video, but I'm not. Anyway, that officer was cleared of any legal wrongdoing a couple of months ago, and now the family is preparing a wrongful death lawsuit seeking more than $10 million in damages against the Capitol Police.
Imagine that.
Yes, saying that Ashli was the victim of an ambush and that...
I'm sorry, God. Are you fucking kidding me?
Saying that Ashli is the victim of an ambush and that she was not warned in any way that she would be shot if she did this. And so it was very, very bigly unfair. And yeah, this is what the family's lawyer called it. He said he called it an ambush. He said that the officer who shot Ashli was reckless, even though, you know, the Department of Justice has said, listen, we're literally not charging this man. He did not commit a fucking crime. But what is obvious about this is the absolute insanity of an argument that says that this bitch was ambushed when she broke her stupid ass into the goddamn Capitol. She had no business being there. She was there lawlessly. She was there recklessly. She's the dumb bitch who was with a fucking mob who tried to, and
successfully stormed
the fucking Capitol, girl. Like, y'all, I don't know how you can see. There's video of this. Perhaps Ashli's family has not seen the video of her dying. Like I said, I have. And you can clearly hear officers, I believe it's more than one officer, on the other side of that glass saying, stay back, don't move, don't do it. Bitch, hold up. Like, literally don't play with us, because down that hallway on the other side of that glass, on the other side of those doors, is where the Senate was in their, you know, deliberation chambers or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Which is obviously where these crackhead ass white people wanted to be. And the very clear calls of stay back should have been enough. However, Ashli was not supposed to have her dumb ass there in the first fucking place. How you break in somewhere and then get mad when you get shot for doing some shit you had no business trying in the first fucking place? It does not make sense. And most states in this country, you break into somebody else's property, you're there in an unauthorized manner, they have every right to shoot the ever-loving fuck out of you. I don't know why you thought it would be any different. I don't know why. Clearly, Ashli didn't think that niggas was actually going... I mean, clearly she thought that nobody was going to do it. Clearly she thought that it was going to be fine, and the family's attorney is like, they could have done something else. They could have just arrested her. They could have detained her in some non-lethal way.
They really do think that fatally shooting people in the streets is a black thing. Like, a lot of them really think that's exclusive to us.
Clearly. And a Capitol police officer testified last week and was like, I really don't understand, because when police beat black people's asses, y'all don't have no problem with it.
You don't.
But we did what we had to do at the Capitol. 4 police officers have died by suicide since the Capitol riots, which should really tell you something. And yet this family is...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy what's going on. Like, I don't know what all they saw that day, but clearly it was deeply fucking disturbing. And y'all are suing for $10 million because your dumb white bitch decided to carry her ass through the fucking window like she had any business being there? I'm sorry, was Ashli Babbitt...
And they're going to get something.
An elected representative? Did she have any authorization to be in the Capitol at all on that fucking day?
I truly, and let me tell you something.
Girl.
The police can suck my dick today, tomorrow, and the day.
Absolutely. Every day.
I truly hope that her family doesn't see a Chuck E. Cheese token. Like, nothing. Obviously, they're not getting $10 million. But I would not be shocked if they get some sort of a settlement or something just out of sheer white persistence and annoyance.
Mm-mm.
But it is.
No.
I can't even, like, laughable doesn't feel strong enough.
Mm-hmm.
Preposterous. I can't think of a word to describe how insane it is to say that this person was victim of an ambush. She found her ass in the Capitol through a window.
Thank you.
How was she ambushed when she went inside through the window?
She was not.
What was she doing?
That's it. She wasn't ambushed. And the idea that the whole argument here is, well, was she warned? Was she not warned? She broke into that bitch. Ain't no warning. Fuck you mean? Who cares about a fucking warning? She had no business being there, period. All of them are lucky that they didn't get a bullet to the fucking dome right then and there. Every last one of them is lucky that they not black, because that's what would have happened if they were. All of these people should be dead. Every last one of them people should be dead.
They would have just had to repaint the pavement.
It would have taken weeks to wash the damn blood.
They would have never been able to wash that blood off. They would have been better off just repainting everything to match the color of dried up blood, because they would have massacred niggas if they would have stood hand in hand outside that bitch and sang CeCe Winans. Everyone dead. Everybody. So not on. Okay. White people.
The audacity is on tap and full. Like it shows no sign of drying up. Ambushed. As if they snuck up on her in her home.
Right.
At her place of business. No, she was where she didn't have no business being. You know where Ashli should have been? At home, watching her fucking stories, working her whatever job she was doing, fucking her husband, visiting family and friends. That's what she should have been doing. At home, minding her fucking business on January 6th, like everybody else with some goddamn sense. But she carried her stupid ass to the Capitol. She went inside that bitch like she had some business being there. And she tried to take her stupid ass through the fucking window, fucked around and found out. $10 million because you died doing some shit you didn't have no business doing. Bitch, if you don't suck my dick and get the fuck out of here. The dumbest shit I have ever heard. I truly cannot handle white people and that absolutely ridiculous ass line of thought. Really?
Wow.
So I'm leaving that exactly where it's at. And so this next thing is really annoying, and I'm gonna just say it. Shannon Sharpe probably should have never reproduced. I'm going to just say that, because a story came out last week about Dr. Dre's oldest daughter saying that she's homeless and living out of her car. And apparently Dre used to help her out and doesn't anymore. I don't really know all the details, but, you know, she has her kids staying with friends, and she does DoorDash and Uber and all this. I think she said she hasn't seen her father in 18 years. She can only even talk to him through his team. Like, apparently she doesn't even have his direct phone number. And I don't think he was like there physically or financially throughout most of her childhood, because him and her mother stopped messing around when she was like 5. So anyway,
wow.
Of course, the Ashli contingent got really excited about this, talking about this bitch is 38. Why you don't have no fucking job? Why you don't this? Why you don't that? Completely ignoring the fact that this woman's biological father is a whole fucking billionaire. And this is a thing that you niggas celebrate. So Shannon Sharpe said a 38-year-old grown woman trying to shame her father into taking care of responsibilities that she created. The irony there is that she is a responsibility that he created. And did he take care of that? It's very interesting. Perhaps it's the CTE that's keeping you from taking that one step into critical thought. But after somebody replied to this and said, wow, glad you're not my daddy, Shannon Sharpe said, I'm my kid's last option, not first choice.
What?
So, I mean, here's the thing about parents. I'm my kid's last option, not first choice.
What a fucking doofus.
Like, this is the sort of thing you say maybe when you have bought your child a pack of glitter pens for the 6th time, and this bitch has lost all 6 glitter pens again. And you say, I swear to God, if you want another glitter pen, I am your last option and not your first choice. Because I have purchased the glitter pens over and over, and I simply won't do it again. What the fuck are you talking about?
Pens need glitter.
You the one wanted to write fancy. You the one needed them in every damn color.
Fuck, your handwriting got to
keep up with your damn glitter pens, girl. Like, maybe then we are talking about a person who lives in her fucking vehicle. If that's not last option, then what the hell is? How much worse does it have to be? Mm-hmm. This isn't even a first choice type situation. This isn't, oh, I lost my job and I have 6 months of rent and bills saved up, but if I can't find a job, in the next few months, I don't know what I'm gonna, like, she's living in her fucking car doing DoorDash and Uber, girl. How much worse does it have to be? And how much do y'all not give a shit about your children? This is what I don't understand. Like, the main thing I see niggas talking about is that they want to make all this money for generational wealth, and they want to have their kids doing this, and they want to set up, and I want to define my legacy and all this other bullshit. God. But these kids, your children are your legacy, you dipshit. If you're not taking the millions or billions of dollars that you have to provide for your kids, why do you even have it?
Well, a lot of them have their kids that, would be around 38, 40 now when you weren't a billionaire or whatever. And the only people that were probably paying attention to you were the girls from, you know what I mean? Like the black women from around where you from, like black women who actually give a fuck about hip hop, grew up and all that other stuff. And so that's when you have them kids. You don't give a fuck about them kids because they represent nigga.
Right.
And you can now go and have babies with, fair-skinned women from some country you've never heard of.
You already know it.
And then they have these, light-skinned babies and stuff like that don't talk back to them, don't give a fuck, and honestly won't really ask you for much of anything before you dead anyway. So they can feel like, oh, well, that's my legacy. And you don't really have to assume responsibility for them. Because by the time they, really need things like, school or home to live in or blah, blah, whatever the fuck. By the time all of that stuff becomes a thing outside of just giving them juicy juice and toys and shit.
Right.
You're either filled with dementia or dead. So.
And I'm sure there's some mixed race Latina right now who can get whatever she wants to out of Shannon Sharpe without even
good for you,
really saying nothing too much about it. Like, I'm sure that is the case. But to be like, oh, my kid, though, good luck. It's just, I mean, we are talking about somebody who is homeless. She is
niggas
homeless.
Be starting families over. Rich niggas especially. It's they create a family with someone, ruin it because they're a terrible person.
Well,
blame that person, and then they just go and start a new one.
Yep.
So their legacy ends up just being that they have 35 legacies because they can't realize that they're a toxic ass motherfucker, and the problem has always been them. But Dr. Dre and Shannon Sharpe seem like they're probably really smart, respectful people that have great relationships with the women in their lives and always have.
And you wonder why at no point do you actually get it right. And I'm not saying under any circumstances you should always be spending every dime you have on your child. There are definitely issues where please don't come to me and be like, my parents spent everything they had to help my brother and he was still on drugs. I'm like, girl, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about somebody who abandoned his child at age 5, somebody who she has not seen in 18 fucking years, somebody who does not even have her father's direct fucking phone number, somebody whose dad is a billionaire. That is not your parents. I'm real sorry if they mortgaged that house, that family house that they inherited from your grandpappy or whatever for your brother, and your brother never got his shit together. But that's not what I'm talking about here. If you neglected your children throughout their lives, how do you not feel like you owe them now that you are rich and they're grown?
For the record, for me personally, I don't know this girl. I don't know Dr. Dre. I don't, if you haven't spoken to him, and as long as you haven't spoken to, like, y'all don't have a relationship, all of that shit is unfortunate. It sucks. I think it's ridiculous that any of his kids, regardless of how long he's spoken to them, should be living in their car when he has as much money as he does, because it would be a simple expense to just get them a place to live.
Mm-hmm.
Even just getting them a place. Like, and it's confusing to me. Okay, yes. Like, what I'm saying is, I don't know them. What is far more confusing for me is how many niggas like a Shannon Sharpe will jump to defend Dr. Dre's bank account when you don't know them either. And even if you did, like, girl, he's a billionaire. Like, what?
I don't care how much money it is, because how much could it possibly be? She's living in a fucking car. He's a billionaire. I don't even understand how you automatically side with the billionaire in this situation. I really don't.
It's not even just siding with him, because you have money too. And I'm sure that, like, I know niggas, you get a little bit of money, you get some recognition, people come out the woodworks, you feel used, blah, 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 whatever the fuck. Cry me a long ass river, right? Fine. Mm-hmm. But, like, you could just mind your fucking business. You could text this to someone. You know what I mean? Why the fuck are you on here
on Twitter,
berating this stranger homeless woman over this nigga?
I'm my child's last option, not first choice. I hope your kids say that when you need a home health aide or some shit, a fucking nursing home. Like,
Let me tell you something.
Call one of them mixed
Shady
girls.
Pines better have a shuttle, because I'm not even dropping your ass.
That's what Naja said. Shady Pines, ma. Because
I'm not even taking you. They're going to have to come and get your ass from the curb.
I really want Black people to get rid of this mindset of, well, I made my money and so fuck my kids. What's the point of being rich? Like rich, not, oh, I'm making $80,000 a year. What's the point of being actually wealthy and not doing anything for your children?
Because niggas will be like at the quote unquote bottom and just be like, I'm going to invest in my community. Okay. I want to build generational wealth.
You know,
this, and the third. And as soon as they hit 4 up, it's like, you want to shoot with me in the gym? Bitch, I don't understand why y'all always calling me all the time. Everybody always wants to, so I got to pay for every goddamn body. Everybody always using me and stuff like that. When the last time somebody asked me for something? Ain't nobody telling me happy Father's Day. Ain't anybody take me to go get no brown bread at the goddamn Cheesecake Factory. Right. The moment
I'm not talking about
get the money
and Lily and them. I'm talking about your children.
Okay.
I just can't handle niggas. Please shut up, because you just open your mouths and let us know that you're terrible parents every fucking day. Just shut up. Do you know generational wealth means it's like your family's generations? It's like generational wealth means passing it on to your own offspring as the previous generation to the future.
Y'all don't Google. You don't have to, like, there's no subscription. Like, you don't have to
really
pay
free.
by month.
It's really free.
You can just look it up, what it means. For free.
It does.
Even when you're just curious.
Y'all just say shit. I swear to God, y'all just say shit. And Shannon Sharpe should shut the fuck up.
I Google stuff sometimes after I said it and I'm not 100% sure.
I mean, like, I Google things constantly.
That's how you spell that, right?
And there's nothing wrong with being wrong.
This is what I mean.
But I don't think Shannon Sharpe realizes just how wrong he is. Perhaps one day he'll figure it out, but probably not no time soon. But yeah, I'm done. Disgusted with niggas this week.
Okay, well, I'm disgusted with white people this week. So for me this week, I just want to say that white privilege is fully broadcasting that you don't bathe. And doing so with fervor, with panache, with glee, excitement, and pride. I don't understand, right, why y'all have to share this information with us. So Jake Gyllenhaal, where was the doll speaking?
God, this was so nasty.
Jake Gyllenhaal said that he feels as though bathing regularly is less necessary for him. And that, not only that, but that he feels that not bathing is helpful for skin maintenance.
How?
Because we naturally clean ourselves.
Oh my God. Okay.
White privilege is getting to tell everybody that you have a new multi-million-dollar movie or whatever the fuck coming out, and you're rich as can be, and you don't know when's the last time that soap touched your ass. I'm tired. I want for y'all to start some sort of a secret support group, and just like much like Shannon Sharpe. Why?
Why share it with the world?
Why
in addition
tell us?
to feeling this way?
What the fuck do we need to know about this for? First of all, white elites love making up problems and then like trying to convince poor people that these problems are real and usually capitalize off of it by selling you some bullshit product for $75 plus tax on their website that they built via squarespace.com/theread or whatever. Right. The girls will always be like, have you not heard?
Right.
That too much sunlight actually is destructive for your eyes. It kills the cells in your eyes. So what you should actually do is be smart like me, Nicole Kidman, and buy my new Who Are You Kidding eye drops on NicoleKidman.com. Like, they love doing that shit. Yeah. Goop. All of the girls, they love being like, actually wearing hats makes you bald. So wear
my hat.
the new scarves only by Blake Lively. Living Live scarf. And it's just a bonnet. It's just a black girl's bonnet.
Meanwhile, you could get it at the beauty supply.
Right. It's just a bonnet.
For $2.
And so I feel like this is just running around the same sort of gym or track. What the y'all be so without like issues besides, I don't know, infidelity or inbreeding or whatever regular to rehab. Like, you have to like convince yourselves, and not yourselves because you know you lying, but you have to like convince other people that like not only are you hip to some shit that nobody else is hip to because it's not true, but you're hip to some shit that nobody else is hip to, but also like, I'm gonna put you on game. Didn't you know that you actually shouldn't wash your ass? Because when you do that, you're destroying your skin.
Right.
And then we hear about Mila Kunis and Ashli Kutcher as if I wasn't already over how both you motherfuckers punked me with Shaggy during the Super Bowl and that raggedy ass commercial that y'all did. Like, I'm never going to forget. I'm never going to forget it. And I shan't forgive. But then you telling the whole entire world that you wash babies when you see dirt on them. What did the babies do besides get here? It's one thing to not wash your own ass. Mm-hmm. You can't put some soap and water on the baby? A little Johnson and some more Johnson? I just can't. I can't. I'm so tired. Like, I don't understand why y'all keep saying this shit to us. You want to act like COVID don't exist. You want to act like, you know what I'm saying? It don't, like, germs and bacteria and all of these things can't actually kill people. Meanwhile, you're walking around with actual labs living on your skin. Yep. Just unnamed species. Just having raves on your inner thighs. Right. Disgusting. And then you tell us, and you have had the nerve for a generation to get upset. You had the nerve for generations to get upset at us when we say that you motherfuckers smell like wet dog when you come up from out in the rain.
But you do.
But much like dogs, you bathe once a month.
Using your tongue.
I don't understand. It explains everything. Stop telling us. Stop telling us. You know how many motherfuckers, like, third world countries, obviously. But do you know how many fucking living Americans would kill for a hot bath? For a steaming shower right now. Do you know how many motherfuckers don't have running water on this land and would die to wash their asses? And here you are with all of the wealth, all of the visibility, all of the resources, talking about some, well, I guess I bathe sometimes when I remember. Yeah, I bathe my kids when they stink.
But
Fuck you.
Kids stink every day.
Every day.
How do you not know that?
I see dirt on your children all the time. All the time. At the supermarket. Filthy. What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
Stop telling us. Keep it to yourself. Write a diary or something. Why do we need to know this? And then get mad at us when we react to your stench.
Because it's never, oh, my mental health was so terrible. I could only bathe every other day for a month.
Right.
I was so depressed. It's
exactly.
Just, as a general rule, I like to be funky and nasty and just dripping germs all over everybody.
Because it's healthy. Because it's good for me.
Because showering makes my skin dry. It's called lotion. You dumb bitch. It's called lotion. All these butters and oils out here.
I won't. I'm not going to do it. Shut up. Stop telling us. Stop fucking telling us this. We don't need to know.
No.
We don't want to know.
Nope.
And now we have to be accosted by all of these random famous white people that want us to know that they do bathe every day and what soaps that they use or whatever. Like we're supposed to bake their brownies. Me too, bitch.
Every day.
And plenty of the poorest of us.
Every day. I bathe every day.
Still find a way to fit some Irish Spring into the budget when they have nothing else. And here you come bragging to us that you are musty and crusty.
And you love it that way. The pandemic can't even make y'all shower? All right.
Like, my God.
All right.
Your ancestors came over here and thought that the native indigenous peoples of this country were just gagging because they had never seen such a beauty, when in reality they were gagging because they were like, what died?
That? It's sick. Oh my God, look how pale it is. Give it some water, some sunlight. Jesus
Where
Christ.
is its skin and when has it rinsed?
Literally had to teach y'all how to bathe. Literally had to teach y'all how to bathe.
Literally clasped their hands together over their faces. Not because they were praying that civilization came. They were praying for clean air to breathe. And here you are, after massacring all of them and running bullshit through the few reservations and shit that they still have, refusing to wash. And bragging about it. Last but not least, I'm just going to say, Kylie, Sonique Love, you're a winner, baby. I don't go fuck what these motherfuckers were talking about. Your snatch game was the best. Your look was better than the winners. That's it. I already know what the plan is and why. Yeah. We discussed it, so there's no need to get into it. But Kylie, you won the snatch game and the runway, and you're a winner. So there's that. Everyone have a good time. I think that I'm just going to go ahead and use what's left of my Paramount Plus subscription to watch All Stars 2 again. Ooh, because that was a season. And then I will let the girls have this one. Shout out to Raja O'Hare. Killing it. Shout out to Trinity K. Bonet and Kylie. Also, magically, the only three that did something besides whack-ass Andy Warhol for the Pop Art Challenge. Anyways, that's it. I'm done.
Somebody mentioned that Monet Exchange and Bob talked about us briefly on Sibling Rivalry, and I was like, please don't tell me that. I'll die.
Oh, yeah, they did.
I am obsessed, so please don't. I actually
Someone sent me the clip, and I
can't. No, I can't. I can't even play it. I literally can't play it because it's like, no, not my icons. But
I couldn't believe.
Yeah, I actually refuse to acknowledge that. But
to know that they know who we are.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Monet commented on a picture of mine on Instagram once, so I think I knew that Monet was familiar. But
It's just, That's just like, oh, wow. Nope. That is so great. Okay, I'm going to push that out of my head.
That's another thing. It's like, I think I have been leaning on like Sibling Rivalry, The Pit Stop, and a few other drag queens that I like that provide commentary.
Yeah.
As to like get me
like,
through
fuck the rest of this. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm just leaning on recaps at this
It's valid.
Because all right.
All right. Well,
and also my neighbors and this dog. We'll get into that next week. I did the widest thing I think I've ever done ever. That dog was barking from like 6:45 p.m. into like 12:30.
Oh no. Mm-mm. Please feed that.
And
give it some water. Take it outside. What are y'all doing?
Link would turn and looked at me like, should we go over there? like bitch.
The dog is in distress.
I literally called management and was like,
oh, I know that's right. You better.
It was the widest thing I had ever done.
You better.
And they were like, yeah, we already have some people call.
Damn, so. You wasn't even the first. I mean, of course not, but
no. They obviously
you added your voice to the chorus, yeah.
To take the dog out, train the dog. Like, I don't know what they're doing over there, but they're not going to do no more. All right.
Well, that wraps up this week's episode of The Read. Check us out at thisistheread.com and on social media at thisistheread. Kid Fury's sports shorts just came out. They're available in the merch store. So shoptheread.com if they're not already sold out. Extended sizes coming soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I was just talking to Alex about how I want us to go way up in our merch sizes available. So, yes, coming.
We've been needed to do that.
I mean, and I'm not even sure what took us so fucking long, but definitely coming soon if I have to pay for it myself. So, shoptheread.com. And I think that is it for me. What do you think, friend? Let's get out of here. We have a meeting soon.
Yeah, we have a meeting like literally now.
They probably all on the Zoom waiting on us. We're just
I have nothing additional to say.
All right, hoes, take care of yourselves. We will see y'all next week.